Rightio then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Charlton Athletic Career Mode. Now, last time out, we managed to get two fantastic results. A 7-1 win against Millwall, followed by an unbelievable away victory on the sim, albeit, against Brentford. And then we unfortunately resorted to losing against the in-form Reading at home after a tough run of fixtures, giving us a little bit of fatigue. So Reading, what's the point of them even winning? Like, they're not going down and they're not going up. All it does is affect our chances. So anyway, sorry, I've recorded this straight after, so it's still a little bit fresh. But it looks like we may be heading for the playoffs unless we can pull off a miracle in these last three games. And those three games will be taking place in this episode. So let's see which games we want to play and which games we want to see. We've got Birmingham away, Wigan at home, and then Leeds away. I'm thinking we'll leave it down to the last game where we will play Leeds. Even if there's nothing to play for, it might be a good way to send ourselves into the playoffs on some good form. But we're going to start this episode with some training, and we're going to load the previous sessions. We've got Conor Gallagher, who we want to get his sprint speed up to 70, and then we'll probably leave it at that for now. And then this winger here, not Zhao, Tian, he can play right mid, left mid. I think he might be a good player to maybe start investing some training into, depending on how quickly he starts to go up. But for now, these are the five, and we're going to train and hopefully get A's across the board and see if anyone goes up. Alrighty, so that is 5 A's. Did anybody go up to the next rating? Still nobody. But luckily for us, Gallagher's sprint speed does go up from 68 to 69, so that's good. And yeah, everyone, again, as I always repeat, does well. But time to get on to the important stuff, starting with this game against Birmingham. Now, I'm going to actually sim this one. We're pretty much resorted to playoffs. I don't think there's much of a way we're going to claw back 4 points in 3 games. It would take a miracle. And then, yeah, we're literally 12 points ahead of... Is that 12? Yeah, sorry, quick maths. 12 points ahead of West Brom in 7th. So it looks like, you know, playoffs is going to be our destination anyway. So I'll sort the squad out real quick and we'll get into this away game against Birmingham, who, by the way, if we quickly check the standings, are probably, again, I don't want to guess, but maybe lower end of mid-table. Yeah, 16th. So yeah, about what I expected of them. Yeah, let's sort the squad out and then we'll get into it. So we're going to more or less revert to the team that was doing so well before we got rudely interrupted by that 2-1 home loss. And we've got a player chat here as well. Kyle wants me to pick him. As he's a lone player, I'm just not going to listen to him. I'm so sorry, Kyle, but it is not destiny for you to play this match. So here we go. Let's hopefully get the win, because we do want to go into some good form. They've lost their last 3 games into the playoffs with some good form. We get a 2-2 draw away from home, so that is now, I think, mathematically even impossible for us to actually get the win. For us to get automatic promotion spots. So we got 2 goals there, Bon and Cullen. And that is a shame, really. A shame, yeah. 5 points now to get back on Stoke, who have snuck into that top 2. And they're going to have to lose both their games, and Forest are going to have to lose both their games, and we're going to have to win our last 2 games in order for us to get automatic. So really high standard of football from the top teams in the Championship this season. It looks like we're going to get 3 teams on 100 plus points, which is insane. So we'll do a little bit more training. I think I'll actually just sim this lot. We might get some Fs, but whatever. Actually, Young Bai actually does... Everyone does okay. But Young Bai goes up to a 67 rated left back now, which bodes well for the future. And now we can concentrate a little bit more on... why is Naby Sarr saying he needs to play more often? He's played pretty much every game this season. But what's he talking about? You still have your place in the squad. What is he chatting about? That was a load of rubbish from Naby Sarr. But anyway, we go into the last 2 games on 93 points, which any other season is a championship winning total, or maybe even maybe just top 2, but it's a good total anyway. And that game will come against Wigan. Do we need to make any rotations? No, we don't. I think actually we might swap Matthews back in, because he was doing a bit better than Chris Solly, and that's probably all we'll do. And then we can get into the game. I might also stick Vandenberg on the bench instead of Lewis Page. And then we'll get into the game, guys. Alright, so time to face off now against Wigan. And this is the team that we go into it with. Again, we've swapped Matthews out for Solly. And now it's time to see if we can get 3 points here against Wigan. It doesn't matter too much if we do or we don't in the grand scheme of things. But again, a little bit of form going into the playoffs would be nice. And we get a 2-0 win. It's Taylor and Cullen with the goals. And our final game of the season, guys, is going to be against Leeds United, which is a good test of our skill against a very good Leeds side. Although Leeds seem to be, mid-table, so 75 points. They're still doing well, but not quite as well as us. And we are now 4 points off of Nottingham Forest, so there's absolutely no chance that we can even make the top 2. However, if we do get the victory against Leeds and Stoke lose and there's a big goal swing, we might be able to secure Swansea as our first opponent. But to me, doesn't matter too much. Stoke, Cardiff, Swansea, I'll take any of you on, mate, in the semi-final of the playoffs. So in fact, I might just sim it and make this episode the playoff semi-finals. Why don't we do that? Let's do that. I'm going to do that, I've decided, because it doesn't actually matter what happens in this Leeds game, so there's no point bigging it up. But what we will do in the meantime is actually do some more training. I will play this one because I don't want to waste too many training sessions. It's always good to get your A's in, get your A grades in. So we will do that, and then we will get into the game against Leeds and then the playoff semi-final. So there we go once again. You know the drill. Aids across the board. Anybody going up? Yes, Sepp van den Berg this time up overall from a 70 to a 71. And in terms of individual stats, it looks like Smith Rowe has finally breached the 90 speed mark, which is huge in FIFA. You guys will probably know that. 90 plus speed is insane on career mode, so that's very, very good to see. Everybody else, as usual, doing very well. Now, player of the month for the month of April, guys. There can only be one winner, and it's pretty much based on one individual performance, and that, of course, was the game against Millwall. We won 7-1, and the player of the day that day was Mr. Let's go down to his profile, and of course, you guys know it was Mr. Jonathan Lecco. So Johnny Lecco, this is going to be his last stint with Charlton probably. Again, I might actually sign him. I haven't invested any training in him, which might have been a silly move, but Johnny Lecco, fantastic, fantastic loan spell in this career mode for Charlton from West Brom. And again, has had a very, very good month. So for that Millwall game pretty much alone, Jonathan Lecco will be April's player of the month. So, without further ado, a game here against Leeds. But first, we have a couple notifications, starting with some updates on these players. Nothing much has changed, although De Wajau looks like a very, very tasty player indeed. But we'll deal with that when, again, I always say this, when they start kicking off. So, Sam Field and Stevenson. Apparently Stevenson's very unhappy. I don't want to annoy him, but I'll just tell him we'll get to it. And then I'll just tell him to keep working hard, Sam Field, because they're not around for very long anyway. Field's loan will finish, and then Stevenson probably will be sold or released at some point in the game, so not to worry too much. So guys, Leeds United away, Ellen Road, always a tough fixture. I have faith in the boys though. There's no option for a press conference. However, we are in a better place in the league than them. Also, it is time now for Sepp van den Berg to step in for Naby Sarr. I won't actually do that until next season because I just feel like Van den Berg will probably be a good player to start the Premier League season off with at centre-back. But in the meantime, Gallagher has gone up to a 74. Smith Rowe has also gone up to a 74. And everybody else is 70 plus apart from the right back once again. Has anybody else down here gone up? Don't think so. Maybe an EK, but I might be imagining that. And I don't think anyone else. So we are now looking like a good basis of a team to go up to the Premier League. We'll need 3 or 4 big signings, definitely, when we get promoted. But who knows whether a financial takeover will be in the equation. Let me know, guys. You can vote right now to say whether you think we should or shouldn't do a financial takeover when we do hopefully get promoted. I don't want to jinx it. But let's sim this game against Leeds. Doesn't matter too much what happens. They're on a bit of bad form. We're on some good to decent form. We get a 3-0 win. Josh Cullen and Lyle Taylor bagging 2 goals as well. So that is fantastic. That is just what we want going into a playoff campaign. And our opponents in the first round of the playoffs are going to be Cardiff City. And we have an away fixture to contend with first. Fulham go up automatically, and it looks like Nottingham Forest will also have gone up. So let's check that over in the season tab. So if we look at standings, and then it's a bit laggy because career mode is career mode. If we then change, can't we change the, there we go, EFL Championship. Sorry about that. So yeah, it is going to be Nottingham Forest who join Fulham. 106 points for Fulham, 101 points for Nottingham Forest, and then 100 points for Stoke, who don't even make the automatic cut. And then 99 points for us, which again is just ridiculous that we didn't get automatically promoted with that kind of return. But anyway, it wasn't to be. We ended up 2 points off of Nottingham Forest, so that win against, would it have been Reading, sorry, that would have actually been enough for us, which is gut-wrenching to think about. But, you know, there's still the opportunity. Charlton are always good in a playoff final, and if we can get there, I fancy our chances. We're just going to sim this for the last time, and Greenwood goes up to a 72 rated. His shot power goes up, which is very, very nice. And guys, that is going to be the last action of this episode. Actually, no, we'll play the Cardiff game. We'll split it between episodes. So we'll do the semi-final of the Cardiff leg of the semi-final. Then next episode, we'll do the semi-final, and hopefully, if we make it, the final as well. So let's do that. So 8.4 million, apparently, by the way, is the prize money that we got for finishing where we did. But guys, let's roll the clock forward. There'll be a little bit of a gap here, so there will be some training to do. I'll just do that in the meantime, and then we will take on Cardiff City in the semi-final of the Championship playoffs. Let's do it. Right, I don't know why I didn't just commentate over that, but you saw what happened. I just released Toby Stevenson because the board intervened and said, we're going to have to do something if you don't sort him out. He keeps saying to me in the chat thing that he wants his wages to reflect his contribution to the team, but he hasn't played any games, so his current wage does. But that's just broken FIFA career mode mechanics for you. In the meantime, Young Bai went up to a 68 after getting some more training into him. We are 1 week away from the game right now. We also have to deal with a youth player that wants out. So Shin Lee, we can now go over to our youth squad here and have a look and see whether he is worth our while to promote him, basically. So let's have a look at our youth academy. So it is Shin Lee, the goalkeeper. So he's a 55 at the age of 18. His potential is 79 to 85. So yeah, why not? We'll promote him to the senior team. And in the future, we might sell him, we might train him, who knows. But one more lot of training, guys, and then we are at the semi-final of the Championship playoffs. Although, as I say that, Daewei Zhao now, who I believe is actually a very, very good player, is another one who wants to cancel his contract. So I'm pretty sure I'm happy to promote him back up. Daewei Zhao, yeah, he is 83 to 89 overall, which is very good. We'll promote him as well, and we'll wait for inevitably the rest of the players to also come crying to me. We've got a lot of Chinese youth prospects. We're going to make China a better team. Here we go. Finally, that took absolutely ages, literally like half an hour of real time to do all those training drills, but we did it. We have another office notification pop up on the day of the match. And they were telling me to put Jason Pearce as captain when he's not even playing. What a load of nonsense. Career mode really does have some weird things going for it, doesn't it? Vandenberg has gone up to a 72. And seeing as Saar was pretty much at fault for that one goal that Millwall did concede last episode, or Millwall did score last episode, I should say, Vandenberg can come straight in at a 72 rated. And all of a sudden, we are looking very, very nice. Very nicely poised for this this Championship playoff semi-final. So, we have the away fixture first. If we can get a good result from this one, it obviously bodes well. Let's play the match, and let's smash these Welshmen. So, welcome to the Cardiff City Stadium for the semi-final of the Championship playoffs. We couldn't do it the conventional automatic promotion way, ladies and gents, and we are now resorting to a double-headed fixture against Cardiff City in order to qualify for that Wembley playoff final. So let's have a look at how Cardiff City are going to line up against us. It's Swansea and Stoke in the other fixture. Couldn't pick a winner out of that. Stoke got more points this season, very, very narrowly missed out on automatics. So did all of us, really. So yeah, it's a lot of good teams, or 4 really good teams in the semi-final here. So There's our boy Smith Rowe. Hopefully he can bring the goods with his newfound 90 pace and mid-80 dribbling stats. Always good. So this is going to be how Cardiff line up. So the ex-Charlton keeper Neil Etheridge in goal in between the sticks. Johansson, Morrison, Flint and Bennett make up the back line. Pack and Rouse in midfield. Hoyle on the wing, very dangerous. White, Tomlin and Glatzel make up the rest of their team. Focusing on the Charlton boys now. You guys know this lineup probably. It's our strongest 11 we can muster. We have, of course, swapped Vandenberg in for Naby Sarr. So I guess we'll find out what that does for our chances. The bench is looking nice. Some good Charlton boys on there. You got your Lapsleys, your Williamses, your Sars, your Oshilages, your Bonds, etc, etc. But that is the 4-3-3 formation. The lineup, it's strong. We are feeling good. Let's get the win in the first leg. They're already looking like a dangerous opposition. We win the header. Tom Lockyer does very well. Look at that. That could have been onside there. Phillips does well. Let's go. That is poor. That is also poor, but we got away with it. Great tackle, Joshy Cullen. Doing the dirty work in midfield. Smith Rowe to Greenwood. Greenwood, use your pace. Just sprint in a straight line, mate. That's all you got to do. Sprint in a straight line. Now square it off to Taylor. Taylor! Yes! There we go. 11 minutes in and we take the lead in the playoff semi-final first leg. And that is just what we wanted to see. When he played that through ball across, I don't know about you guys, but I thought that Taylor wasn't fast enough to get the better of the defender. But it was an immaculately placed through ball from Mason Greenwood and buried into the bottom left-hand corner of the goal by none other than our top scorer this season, Mr. Lyle Taylor. Great finish, great work goal, and a great way to take the lead in the opening few minutes of this semi-final first leg. Smith Rowe, Purrington to Mason Greenwood, a little bit of trickery, and again just sprinting in straight lines. They seem to be getting out of our way, and Greenwood with the second goal of the game. That felt very, very easy. It was like the players that I was running towards were like rooted to the ground, and they were just like moving out the way for me to sprint in a straight line. Of course I'll take it. Of course I'll take it. Look at that. You see that there from their number 4. It was just so easy to get past him. But Greenwood, he's a fantastic player. He's got pace. We've worked on his dribbling a lot now. He's at like 74, 75 dribbling. And of course he can finish with both feet. So 2-0 to the boys. Good sign. This is how we went 2-0 up at Millwall as well early on. So let's not get complacent, but let's be hopeful and confident and positive going into the rest of this game. Cullen over to Lecco. Oh, look, that is such a lungy bit of defending from them. And unlucky. Sorry, what's just happened there then? What's just happened there? I don't even deserve a goal from this. If I do score it, I'm sorry. What happened there? While that's on instant replay, I need to see that. This game, bro, what the hell? Sorry. Right, okay, ball falls to him. Won the pass there. No, yeah, I mean, that makes complete sense. Sorry, my mistake, if anything. Go on, Smith Rowe. Oh, glancing header, come on. Oh, that was almost a very well worked corner there. Lecco just couldn't get the control of that glanced header across the box. Greenwood. Is he going to get out the step overs? He is, but the players don't seem to be lunging as much. Here's Lyle Taylor. It's a nice bit of skill. And Conor Gallagher, 3-0, boys. Outside the box this time. And it's Conor Gallagher, who of course departed in real life, but his spirit lives on in a Charlton shirt in the FIFA 20 career mode first season and then some, because he is considered a Charlton player on this game. And what a stonking effort from the number 11 to put us 3-0 up in the first half away against Cardiff. This is unbelievable. Uh-oh, Gallagher's given the ball away, and that is going to be the perfect chance for Glatzel, and what a block that was from Sepp Vandenberg. Was it Vandenberg? It was, I think, yeah. Fantastic defensive work from him, and he sets us on a counter-attack. It's Matthews with the ball, and Lecco's offside, but what a bit of defending by Sepp Vandenberg. Well played, son. Uh-oh, got it in the box here as Tomlin tries to get it under control. Well played, Purrington. We might have another break here with the pace of Smith Rowe. Before, oh no, oh, we've managed to get the better of it. Okay, come on, let's get a fourth. Let's get a fourth. It's Greenwood. Oh, I did the drag back. It didn't let me. Okay, that's going to be all of the action for this half, and we are winning 3-0 against Cardiff City at their ground. This is crazy. If we can just take this back to the Valley, it's more or less a done deal. You should never say that in football. It's only half time of half time, so you never know. But Swansea are behind at home to Stoke, which means Stoke at the moment seem our most likely opponent in the final should we make it. But let's do our own business first and make sure we don't concede a silly goal. Smith Rowe. It's a good ball. Oh my word. Lyle Taylor's just scored another one. It's 4-0, 47 minutes played, and the sun shines down on him like a beautiful, magnificent goal-scoring beast. Doesn't really make a lot of sense, but what a driven cross that was. And all it needed was a little toe from Lyle Taylor to poke it in for our 4th of the game. And that is surely, can I say it this soon? That is surely us through to the final now. No? Uh-oh, here come Cardiff. It's a good save at Phillips' near post. Hasn't had an awful lot to do this game, it has to be said, but he's alert and aware when he needs to be. And good snapshot, good save. Not a lot more to be said. Corner is about to come in now from Cardiff. If they start scoring at this stage of the game, it could change the picture of things. And here's Hoylett back to Murphy, and it's a good tackle in the end. Oh, I thought I'd given away a penalty there. I tried to clear it with the square button, and my player decided to slide tackle instead. Here comes Smith Rowe. He's lost the ball with a step over. Oh, and he's lost the ball again. What's going on? Uh-oh. Oh, it's a good shot. What a save again from Phillips. All of a sudden, Cardiff are having a few opportunities here. No thanks to step overs not working and stuff like that. But it's a good save, really good save from Dylan Phillips to keep the score at 4-0 here in Cardiff. They've got another corner now. And it's going to be Phillips again to punch it clear. Can we get it under control? It's a good shot. Blocked by Lockyer and away by Lockyer. And a good bit of skill by Greenwood. And Smith Rowe is going to set Taylor clear here. And look at this. Taylor through. And Lecco is going to have a tap in here, is he? He is indeed. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is surely semi-pro mode activating without me know it. Lecco gets his goal in the semi-final. And this is ridiculously easy. Maybe it's time to up the difficulty. I mean, I'll take it for the playoffs right now. Like, I'm not gonna go make any rash decisions. But if I'm winning 4-0 away in the semi-final of the playoffs, 5-0, sorry, it's probably about time I went up to like legendary mode or something. Here's Greenwood. Oh, Vandenberg, that was unnecessary but beautiful. Great tackle, Lecco. Look at this, boys. Georgie Lapsley looking for a little bit of action off the bench. Gallagher through to Taylor. And it's going to be Greenwood. It's going to be over. Oh, it's good, but good defending. Lapsley wins the ball. George Lapsley plays a through ball to Taylor. And Taylor, is he going to make the angle? He is not. Good save from the keeper. Still 5-0. Greenwood. It's Jonathan Lecco. Come on, son. 6-0. And it literally is 6-0. In the semi-final of the Championship. Hey, this means I don't have to... I probably, dare I say, don't have to sim the home tie now. They're not going to be a 7-6, are they? Surely not. Like, come on. I could probably just sim it this episode and we can just do the final next episode, right? Surely. And Taylor's through again. What is going on? This is going to be 7-0. What is happening? I will take it. But this is... I need to check the difficulty in a minute. I really do. That was a good goal again. Right, so there you have it. Full time, Cardiff City 0, Charlton Athletic 7 in the semi-final first leg. And a hat-trick for Lyle Taylor, who takes the match ball. I think possibly also a hat-trick for Lecco, is that correct? No, sorry, 2 goals for Lecco, 1 for Gallagher, 1 for Greenwood. And, I mean... I'm speechless. 7-0 is just crazy. Absolutely mental. And it's not like they had a few chances as well. Like, they had a couple of chances. But, you know, I'll take it. I'll literally take it. So, let's sim the semi-final. And barring... Sorry, the second leg. And yeah, barring an 8-0 defeat, we will come through to the final of the playoffs. I've literally just had a question, right? Just have to put this in the video. Today's result, it said, put you in a relegation battle. So now, having just won the semi-final first leg of the Championship playoffs 7-0, I'm now having to answer a question about being in a relegation scrap. Like, what? This game doesn't work, man. This game doesn't work. So Hemed, Morgan and Yao, they're all going to be leaving the club because their contracts are expiring. I don't mind it. That's fine. We're not going to really be using either of those if we do make it to the Premier League. Hemed maybe regrettably, but I do feel like we can get someone in that's slightly better than Hemed. So yeah, as I say, guys, barring an 8 or 9-0 defeat here, that will be us safely through to the final, which is in nothing short of spectacular fashion. You can see we've made hella changes to the squad here. Pretty much every single player has been swapped out. Don't care if we lose 4-0, 5-0. There's absolutely no way we're going to come away. So they get the 3-1 win, which means on aggregate it's going to be an 8-3 victory for Charlton. And EK grabs a goal. And we are through on aggregate to the final against Stoke City, which will happen in the next episode, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Next time you will find out whether or not this whole season has been leading up to the ultimate sweet release of promotion to the Premier League. Make sure you stay subscribed, click the notification bell to be notified of that next episode where we will be taking on Stoke in order for Premier League, to fight Stoke for Premier League status. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.